So these are my gauges for sale. We've got stainless steel, isotherm one, not particularly old. Stainless steel with what I would guess was a 3/8 BSP on it. Isotherm, stainless steel, made in Britain. It does in bar up to 16 bar, which if you're looking for PSI, that's times 14.5. Little cycles. These are off machines, obviously electric machines. Just two podiums at the back. I've got a pair of these beautiful brass fairground ride amp gauges. They've got chamfered edges on the glass, brass case, very heavy. Glass is very thick. That little gold thing must have been part of it because they both got it on. Beautiful piece of kit that'll polish up nice for somebody's wall. Cycles again. This is black metal. Not sure what make it is. It says 230 volts, so that's 230 volts, and that's the cycles per second. That's about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches thick. Again, just two. If you're going to put these on the wall, you can always just cut those off, I guess. So we'll carry on for that in a second. This one is SBS. Again, in bar up to 7 bar. That's 100 psi roughly. About 3 inches across. Quite thin. 3/8 BSP or whatever that fitting is, with obviously for air. That's a fairly modern one as well. Coming soon, but not quite ready yet. It's a ship's telegraph, which is the engine room version, so it's not got the stick on it. It just shows you the gauge. I've got a red marker for it somewhere. I've just been polishing it up and refurbing it inside. It's chain driven, so that would hang on the wall inside the ship's engine room. And that's the guy I bought it off actually knew which ship it came off. Chad Burns, Liverpool. Came off a steamer. I haven't quite finished it yet. Somewhere in my bench there's the red dial, the red arrow. But that's going to be in the hundreds, so that's worth a few quid, that one. This is the second one. It's lost its little sticker on the top. It's actually inside that. I thought it was on the outside, but it's actually on the inside. So this one and its sister, so you've got amps and volts. These came off a fairground ride, so I know they were bought these off a guy that was pulling to pieces an old fairground ride. I've not started cleaning this one up yet. This needs a good polish. And again, it's fairly heavy. I mean, I reckon that weighs about 2 kilos. So just be wary of that when the postage comes. So that one and the other one would make a nice pair on a wall somewhere. That's it, I think. These are a couple of cast iron wheels. Hazard a guess they're just over a foot. Find the tape measure, I'll measure them for you. These are cast iron, so again they're very heavy. I was going to do them in rusty paint rather than just strip them. Give me a second. I don't know why these tape measures are always upside down. What's that in all money? That's a foot. Is that all? There we go. Oh yeah, it's a foot wide. So it's a foot. It's got a square boss. There's two of those. You go clean up, do what you like with them. Again, they look good on a wall somewhere. And we've all seen these at the boot fairs. This is an old brass. Used to put stuff onto the plants with, like a weak fly killers or something. Wooden handle, brass tube. It's got two nozzles. It's got a spray one. It's got a jet version, which is actually a 2-jet version, different sizes. Quite a nice little piece, that. And again, I've not polished these up. These have been sat in my shed forever. As you can see, I've got boxes of junk and lots and lots of projects I'll never get round to. I've not even got into my old case yet. That was was originally on my Steampunk motorbike, and this was obviously the back box. It's an old steel junk tray. Added some rusty paint on it. Have you ever seen rustypaint.com? And these little miner's lamps, one on each side, were actually wired in to the indicators, 12 volt, little orange bulb in there. There's a few bits in there, but I think I'll probably be keeping that lot. Oh, and I've got two, I'm sorry about the state of this. This is years of just throwing stuff in the back of the garage. So I've got this heater. It's an old paraffin heater, and what I was going to do was put either one of those plasma lights inside it, or possibly one of those oil lamps. A bit steampunky, but that should be available soon. This wonderful thing is half. I've got both halves. This is a sand mould for a ship propeller. And basically, put that into sand with its other half, which is at the other end of the garage. And that's about getting off at 3 foot. So, you know, it's right across from end to end. It's 2.5 to 3 feet. That's going to be that's probably going to be done in brass, like a brass finish or a bronzy finish. And what I was considering doing was putting a clock in the middle, perhaps, just to be a bit twee. But we'll see about that. That's another project I'm going to keep for the time being. But if make me an offer I can't understand. Lastly, but not loosely, I started doing this up. I painted it in the Hammerite gold, which it was originally, and I put a plasma lamp in the middle, which looked fantastic. It was very, the chrome does clean up well on the inside. That's the old paraffin tank, and I've got all the innards with it still. Cost me quite a lot of money that, but it's very Art Deco, or even very steampunk, I suppose. I'm just contemplating selling that immediately. But again, I think it cost me 50 quid when I bought it, so it's got to be after a few bob, otherwise I'll keep it.